Doug's bachelor party. It's about 1 o'clock at night, and we're having a fun old time.
Morning.
It's almost morning. It's time for Doug to get married. Hey. And we're gonna interview each of you guys here. But before we do, we've got a special guest star. He's gonna come in and, as you can see, a frog in the beer. Let's get a close up of that frog in the beer. It's a frog in the beer.
Thanks very much.
That's good. Oh, he's a drunk frog now. A drunk frog. I think he can still hop.
You know, you gotta absorb this stuff through their skin.
As you can see, we're having a good time. To celebrate Doug's impending loss of his virginity, we're here with his best friends to discuss special moments in his life. The first one we're going to talk to Chuck, and Chuck has got a special moment he'd like to discuss right now.
Yes, I remember back in math class in 7th grade when Doug Drevitz, he scooted up in his chair and he farted. And you know what the guy did?
What?
He blamed it on me, and the whole class called me poop head for 2 years.
Chuck. J-Pat's next?
Well, I don't really have that many reminiscences because I've only known Doug, like 7, 8 years or something. But I thought I'd bequeath to him something I brought along to Kansas City. These rubbers here, I mean, they seem to be the perfect size and shape, and I certainly won't be able to use them, so
Pubic hair rubbers.
yay! He's filed the biggest piece.
Now our resident token will give us his input.
My outstanding memory. Stop. Stop.
Go ahead.
It's when Doug Drevitz on Good Friday about sophomore year or junior year of college. We went to Earl Sandwich, so I got incredibly famous. He went to a hamburger stand, and he passed out on the counter. He says, "I'll take 2 cheeseburgers." Fraggleman. He puts his head down on the counter, and that was that.
Pretty funny. And now the big bro is going to talk.
As one of the 2 sober people here, I thought I'd like to add my 2 cents. Seriously, one of the funny things I remember Doug is carrying a car tire through O'Hare Airport, and everybody who saw him laughed really hard and he got mad. So it was pretty funny, you know. When he was on crutches too.
That was pretty sure. I guess you got to be sober.
Okay, here we are with Seth Barnes, spark plug of the group here. What do you have to say, Seth?
Only this one time when Doug got me, and I always wanted to get him back.
Oh, man!
This is Seth Barnes, and we're at the site of the Yorktown Athletic Center, where we're here to celebrate the first annual walking races. We've only got 2 contestants this year, and both of them just started walking last Thursday. The first contestant, which we're going to interview, over here, the first is Talia Barnes. Talia, how do you feel about this first annual competition? Well, she's a little intimidated, as we can see. Now let's go on to our second contestant, Betsy. Betsy Andres. Come here, Betsy. Betsy, what do you have to say on the eve of this wonderful competition which you're about to embark on? She similarly is intimidated. And Peter, you're going to crawl, I think, aren't you?
No.
Say something for the camera, Peter.
Kusa.
Yeah, he speaks his own language. That'll be enough, and then we'll go.
It's very exciting here as we're about to begin the 5-yard dash. Let's go to the competition.
See you, Mark. Get set. Go!
Come on, Talia. Come on, come to mommy. Come to mommy. Come to mommy. Come to mommy. Betsy's winning. Betsy.
Come on, Beth.
Come on, Talia. You can go.
You gotta comment.
Oh, okay. Well, Talia seems to be inching ahead here. Betsy is moving the wrong direction.
Betsy, turn around.
She's confused. Talia's doing very well.
She's moving right along, moving right towards the finish line. She's almost there, and she wins. Hey! Whoa! Coming up next, interviews with the winner and the loser. First, the loser. Betsy, what do you have to say? What?
I think you said go.
Say something. Can you say anything? Betsy doesn't want to be interviewed here. She's moving in the other direction. Betsy, honey, do you have anything to say? Okay. Now a word from the winner. Talia, what do you have to say? That was a great race. What? Oh. And now a word from Peter. Say it was a...
That's a great race, Gold. That's okay. Run, run.
Good job.
Good job. Good job.
Good job, you little Jawa.
Good job, dude.
Now we're in an event that Betsy seems to be doing a lot better in. She's moving along quite fast now, and unfortunately Talia is kind of bringing up the rear in this particular event. Now she seems to be making up ground rapidly, however. With a little help from her dad. Now that the race is over, we can see that everybody's got a prize and everyone turns out to be a winner. Oh, brother. This is the step. I think we're out of time. Hey, that's a quick pan. Okay.
Ta-da. Wrong house reunion. Been training these guys for 800 years. Out there on the beach in Acapulco. With Wrong House Jedi's on Acapulco Beach to purge and stormtrooper. Take her to him, I win. To Acapulco, no.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. We've been over there this all beach all day. Haven't seen the goddamn thing. What are you doing, Joy?
Here we are on the second to the last day of the reunion of the Wrong House State 1983. You see all the fellowship sitting here quietly and sitting around. And we see all the... Here's the Wrong House crew sitting around enjoying themselves on the beach. Ah, here comes the hawker. Oh, let's see how they respond to him.
Of course, nobody walks in L.A. and in Acapulco, not even everybody walks on their hands, on their feet. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard or seen.
And here we go, the
annual vendor races. the first annual stand vendor races. And they're off. And we can see Nino leading in the lead. And here comes Pepito up and front back in fast. And there he goes. There's Chiquita pulling up the rear. Boy, did they move. And now we see the intrepid Wrong Housers out for a morning sail. Look at that breeze go. The Acapulco dog races, and uh-oh, I see something. I see those dogs racing after something. Here comes something racing after those dogs. Look at the size of that. Holy doodle. And here's one prime contender in the Fat Woman contest. Now we have our international panel of fat experts giving us their scores on the last few contestants. Kuwait, 6.
Photos, 7 fat women. Czechoslovakia,
Rwanda, 5. Oh yes, and one more score.
Conversation with those 5 and 6 wild guys down from the Wrong House of those affiliates from the North of America, you know? Yes, no?
Hi, my name is David Iglesias. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm a law student. I'm a Wrong House member. I'm going to be doing a David Lee Roth of Van Halen in about 5 seconds. Okay, here we go. Okay, you're on. As you can see, David Iglesias thinks he's an athlete. The best we can go is a pseudo-athlete, maybe even a pseudo-hermaphrodite. There he goes! Oh, boy! Training on here. My name's Doug Droves. I'm a third-year medical student from Wichita, Kansas. I'm in Kansas City. I think I'm going to make it. I'm going to go in and be a witch doctor. Yeah. I'm going to do a dive in memorial of... What commentary? This is going to be a memorial of Curly of the Three Stooges.
Well, what do you think, Dave? Is Doug going to perform this dive all right? Well, he's been training for quite some time, but he basically slobbed us out of shape with a terrible ego. But we'll see what he can do. That's true. That could hurt him, especially that gut area. Here we go, folks. Here he goes. He's going to do it! 0.5. You probably want to make the Olympics. That's a lot of grace right there that you're giving him, Dave. He might want to go to New Guinea and try out for their Olympic team, but for the States, he doesn't stand a chance. Definitely more training. Okay.
Most of these guys know about as much about diving as a hog does about Easter Sunday. They actually, I have to tell you, they both had vasectomies last week and have no idea what the hell they're talking about. That's the best dive they've ever seen and don't want to admit it. Okay, guys. Don't make it like us.
Bueno, este es Patricia por la derecha y por la izquierda es... ¿Cómo se llama? Donnie. Donnie. Este es Donnie.
This is the first Acapulco peck bouncing contest. As you can see, Drevitz is in the lead, and Iglesias is doing a miserable attempt to try to catch up. Look at that peck fibrillate. I mean, it's just amazing.
But, what about Naomi?
And now for the next event, the world-famous leapfrog competition. Falls Church, Virginia, where we hope to interview the world-famous Talia Barnes, daughter of Karen Barnes and Seth Barnes. Me. Now, if we can get her, we're going to interview her. Talia is renowned for her good humor, and now Karen is going to show you just how much she can smile.
By a little baby, you're taking pictures. You give Daddy a little smile. See the Daddy out there? He wants a little smile. Hey, Daddy! Oh, wow, look at this. Come on, baby. You like that smile. This bubble's like a bubble. Oh, there's a baby. There's a baby.
Come on, kid, do something. Do something for Dad. Quick, come on. Come on! Ruth at 3 months old. Stay tuned, and in another month we're going to come back with her and see if she'll smile for us once more. Thank you. That's enough.
Tour of the Barnes house. This here is living with wonderful proof chairs. And over here to our right, we have a neat hall closet, packed completely. This way is the kitchen, wonderful kitchen, and this is the neat hall with special lamps. And here we have the working bathroom, complete with toilet and bathtub and sink. This here is the baby's room. Wonderful room with a completely new refinished tub. Here we have the neat master bedroom, completely full of sweaters and strollers. Thank you.
As we grasp the breathtaking plethora of colors across the Shenandoah Valley. I'd rather grasp breasts than breathtaking views. Anyway, here we are. Both of us agree with WC Fields that we like children, but best when they're 20 miles away. Where we at, budding pediatric gynecologist Butch Schmaltzy Jr. with, we think it's an experiment of a cloning experiment, which they cloned off the little toe of a South African orangutan. Her name is Talia. She is undoubtedly smarter than her father, and we see her best side forward there. Hey, kid, let's hear again for the giver. Yeah, thank you very much. Now over to Butch.
Well, we're really happy we've got this baby here. It's hard to believe that something was as beautiful as this was created by someone as ugly as Seth Barnes.
Truly amazing, truly amazing.
Like this kid looks at it.
Hello? Hello? Hello, Seth. I'd just like to say my name is Talia.
Spectacle. Here we have the new executive director of the Institute for Internet. Any words before you go?
Last will and testament.
As long as... And he's off. He's off, yes. Uh-oh. Bad part here, bad part. Looks like a groin pull. He's in. He's in. He's coming in. Ted's got him. Boom. We're here at the top of Mount Everest doing what Dick Duggar would love. This is truly a case of a joint. We're here on the top of Mount Everest going to go on a joint venture, and we've got a comment here from one of the people involved.
I would like to say there's something going on here that has never been attempted before. We are going to interface while sliding down this steel cable.
And we believe that the challenge is commensurate with our abilities.
I think our sphere of influence is such that if we mobilize our public to the correct degree, this interface is very possible.
That's true, and as a matter of fact, we're in a risk-taking modality at this very moment.
Signing off.
Bush and Ted seem to be preparing here. They're receiving instructions from their Hefe in charge, Bud Hancock, waiting at the other end.
I'm ready.
They don't seem to be making much progress.
Go!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're standing here at the Blue Ridge Mountains with the wife of that brave, courageous man, Dean Beaumont. Nelda, how do you feel about your husband risking his life for this rather extravagant, rather unnecessary event?
For him, it's necessary. Why did you try to get so? I don't know.
What drives him to do this kind of thing, Nelda?
Love. What motivates my love?
This is a very important event in the life of the controller of the Institute for International Development. He's about to embark upon a new form of accounting, and accountability is at the...
We got you, baby. Here we go.
You want to ride my back, Nova? Now for the feat of the century, here comes the team of Maltby and Mosier, or is it Mosier and Maltby? Oh. They arrived safely. Are you sure you still have time left on that?
Don't do this, Seth. Give us a little lead time. Oh, be funny, Barnes. Everyone knew you were of ambiguous gender at Wheaton.
The scenery's great.
Well, the only reason we're doing this is because Seth wants to have this for posterity.
And I just want to say
You lost the gift.
that I'm the Monopoly champ of the weekend. And of course, I'm the Monopoly loser of the weekend.
Okay, we're all... No, that's not true. The person we want to talk about is Seth. Seth is on the other end of this camera. He is a high Machiavellian and feels that he gets a lot of control from being on the other end of the camera and making us do all kinds of asinine... And if there are any relatives that are watching this, we just want you to know that Seth Barnes is not the upstanding young man that he appears to be. He's a person that's got serious psychological problems. Even now, he's going off into the woods. Wait a sec.
Seth is going to be the first case of Wheaton AIDS that has been diagnosed here.
Okay, shut up.
Oh, now it's not good.
Do you like this riddle? It's got a little face on it. So, you want to play with the riddle? Are you going to do a walk for us? Can you show us how you're learning to crawl? That's it. Turn one leg up behind the other. Come on, there you go. Good girl. Up on your knees. Come on, you can do it. Up on your knees. Here we are on the scene of the Barnes household and the Barnes hovel and their hovelly floor with their little girl who is attempting to make her first crawl. If you will notice the rear end technique, as she pushes up, she attempts to get one leg underneath the other. Of course, this merely ends in a splat, but she is getting the motion down, and before you know it, she will be crawling forward, backwards. I'm crawling backwards, forwards, and sideways. This is a very talented young girl. Yeah, now you roll over and do a neat trick all by yourself. Let's do it again. Do it again. Yeah, tell me more. Tell me more. Christmas to all. Here we are at the Barnes residence with the little Talia opening all the presents. We're having a real good time. Seth so far has gotten brown pants, brown tie, brown books, brown shoe polish kits, and he's probably got some more brown things too.
This is Seth and Talia. Here we are on Talia's first Christmas, and we are in the process of opening up all the presents that we can. Right now we've got the biggest present, which is under the tree. It actually has been moved, and we see that it is a big brown bag, and in it we have lots of paper for Talia to play with. Wow, let's move, baby. Oh, yeah. Oops, not good. Well, maybe we should open a different present that's got a dolly in it or a book or something instead of paper. That doesn't seem to be going over very well today, but I'm sure we can find something better. Here's a neat little present that's been wrapped, and it's a bottle. Oh, fun. Let's drink this bottle, yes. Why don't we cut the movie? As Karen said, it's a very brown Christmas today. Another thing which we can notice about this Christmas is that I've been able to receive from various parties around the world, in my own life included, many ties. This is a different assortment of ties that I've begun to receive. I'm sure there are many other ties under the Christmas tree. In fact, here's a tie-shaped package which I'd like to open now. And so you can just see, and me in the process of opening it, and you'll be able to see another tie, yes, which I can put around my neck. And this is even a enlargeable tie, isn't it? Yes. We can make it longer, or we can make it shorter, or we can even wear half of it as socks. Here we see mother and child ready to open up yet another present. Oh, they're happy. They can hardly wait. This one is for Karen. He's ready to open it up. Karen can hardly wait. So can Talia. And what do we have? What's inside there? Not a raggedy ant. No, it's slippers for Mama. Let's see those slippers. Let's get a close-up of them. What are they anyway? Tell us what they are, Mama. For the face. Wait. Where are those kids on now? Let's see what that big has to say. And now Karen, the fashion model, shows off her pig feet.